I'm just out driving around this morning. This right here is one of the reasons I love Kentucky. I mean, how awesome is that? And there's a spot back down the road a ways I'll show you on my way back. I'm just running to the gun shop to pick up some 22 shells to do some shooting with a friend this weekend. And I've never been down through here, but I mean, that is awesome. That is awesome. I love how that old limestone just is in layers. And I've never been here, never seen this before. I'll show you the other on the way back. These huge rock cliffs are another thing that I like. Find very beautiful. They cut through the rock to make this road, I imagine. Imagine that's probably what's under this road. Big rock cliffs on this side. It's way downhill on that side. So I'm guessing that rock that they blasted out of that wall way back who knows when is what this road that I'm driving on is built out of. Like right here, you can even see the lines where they drilled down in to put the dynamite in and blast the rock out. And then there's cool spots that I've seen elsewhere also, like this right here where the water's actually seeping out of the rock. You can actually see the icicles up there. But it's one thing I like about Kentucky is beautiful country. Just beautiful. Yeah, there's a lot of water here. Or ice actually right now. Now how neat is that? Got a tree growing on the side of the rock. I mean, there's a little bit of a ledge there that might have got it started, but the tree's been living there a while, and it's living good. Just growing on the side of the rock. Different. Definitely different. Alright, this is what I was talking about. I mean, how awesome is that? That rock's hanging out over the road, limestone. How many places do you see something like this? You come down here, there's a one-lane bridge. I got to stop for this truck coming. Let the truck go on through. It's a one-lane bridge. You don't see that very often. Look how narrow this thing is. Beautiful stream running through both sides. That one's meeting up with this one over here. And I just love how that limestone's in those creek beds. It's just, I mean, solid rock underneath. I've actually seen where people have driven their four-wheel drives down into creeks like this. That's over on the other side of Frankfort. I'm on the west side of Frankfort at the moment, just waiting for the gun shop to open. I wasn't sure what time they open, and I drove down there. They don't open till 9, so I've got about another 25 minutes. So I drove back here just to get this on camera. Just another reason why I love Kentucky. Beautiful country. I mean, little narrow back roads. I know some narrow back roads where somebody has to pull off the road to let the other car go by. I mean, unless you're driving a couple of smart cars, maybe. So, all right, I'm gonna drive around a few minutes and turn around and go back to the gun shop. Here's another look of what I'm talking about, the rock, stone rock, creek beds. You even look down in there. You can see it's all solid rock underneath. Nice big crack down through it, but it's all solid rock down there. It's neat, just absolutely cool. Here's looking up the other side. You can see little waterfalls up there where it's cascading off of one rock layer onto the next. Right there. Kentucky is one beautiful state, that is for sure. I will say that much. Look at this. How awesome is this? There's like a cave over there, which is really cool. But way up on top of that stone cliff is a house. Oh, gotta go a cart behind me. Yeah, that cave is wild. Huh. I think this road here is absolutely gorgeous also. Love these old back roads that just meander around through the rocks. Got a stream or small river down off to the right here. It looks like, I guess. I don't see no water though. It's just a big deep ravine. But all these rocks. See down there, there's no water. At least not right now. Look at all the icicles. Water seeping out of the rock and freezing. It was 18 degrees this morning. I just drove by a church a few minutes ago and that one said it was 20 now. It's come up a couple degrees. More icicles here. And these caves here with water in them. Just one more thing I love about Kentucky. Never know the beauty you're gonna see. That is awesome. I just love these little windy back roads. And they're, I mean, narrow. This one's a wider one of the normal little back roads that I cruise down. And, you know, I oftentimes finding myself pulling off in the grass to let somebody go by either direction because I generally drive slower than a lot of others. And also, you know, I just a minute back down the road there's a big old flatbed truck coming in with a load of hay for some horses, I'm sure. And you know, I completely pulled my Jeep off the road into the grass because I've got a Jeep, I've got four-wheel drive, and you know, that big old flatbed truck, he gets off in the wet grass, he might end up getting stuck. And I can always just pop it in four-wheel drive and pretty much be all right on flat level ground. I mean, unless it's really, really soggy. But like I said, this road is, I mean, another half lane wider than some of the ones that I cruise down. And I just like to go out cruising sometimes after work for a little bit to wind down and kind of learn the countryside, learn the back roads, learn my way around. It's just something I've always done. Right there's a prime example. Speed limit's only 35 on these back roads. Some places it's 25. And that car's flying up on me doing 50 miles an hour. First driveway I see, I pull over, let him go by. You know, go ahead and get your ticket, buddy. I'm in no hurry to get anywhere that's worth paying a ticket, paying higher insurance. No, that's all right. I'll pull over, let you go by. I'll cruise along at the speed limit or below, and I'll get to where I'm going. Here's another thing I like about Kentucky. These old rock walls that they made. I mean, some of them are falling down nowadays or whatever, places where they've fallen over. But imagine all the time it took to gather all that rock and put up that wall. Somebody spent a whole lot of time carrying rocks and stacking rocks. I find it amazing. Here you can see where they fell over. Still, I find it pretty amazing that somebody took the time to do all that. This right here is a prime example of those narrow back roads that I'm talking about, where, I mean, you've pretty much got to pull off, at least off the pavement, to let somebody go by the other way. It just, and some spots are more narrow than others. Every once in a while you'll get a wide spot, but yeah, it's just narrow country back roads, no center line. I mean, it's nothing more than a paved trail. Well guys, it's exactly 1 week later. I'm coming back to pick up the magazines for my new rifle. And there's a lot more water rushing down. It's been raining a little bit lately. So I just thought I'd stop and record it and give you a look. It's pretty awesome. Yep, I like that. That's neat. I can't believe I actually found it again. How cool is this? Look at these people's driveway. This is their driveway. Through the river, up around there, and they live up there. And they drive their cars across this river. It's all solid rock down there. It's all solid limestone. That water's probably, I'm guessing, 6 inches deep at most. And I've seen where they've driven their cars up in here and wash them. If you look up over here, there's a natural, like, small dam caused by the limestone. I can't believe I actually found this again. It's actually by accident. I was just out driving around because the gun shop doesn't open until 9 and it's quarter till. And I just happened down this way and I thought, wow, this looks like that spot where there's the people's driveway goes across the river. And sure enough, this is it. They drive in right there and straight across to their driveway. They cross the river, I imagine, every day. And they've got a pretty nice house. How cool is that? And there's another driveway right there. So apparently there's more than one house over there, because there's another driveway going off that way. Just thought I had to show you.